Hey friends, it's Mike at Guitar Tricks. In this video, I'd like to talk about a little technique that's useful. That's called the finger roll. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. And while you're at it, hit that like button. It would really help out. Now, back to the lesson. Okay, so say, for example, I take this little lick right here. What I'm doing is pulling off from the 9th fret of the high string to the 7th fret of the high string, and then going to the 7th fret of the B string. Okay. Now, if I just bar down on the 7th fret with my index finger and play this, can you hear that both the B note up top and the F sharp note below are ringing out together? And maybe I want a little more note separation. I want each note to ring out distinctly. So in order to achieve this, I'm going to use a finger roll on my index finger. And what that means is that once I'm going to leave the top string to come down on the same fret on the 2nd string, right before I pick that 2nd string note, I want to lift my finger off the top string. Okay? If I pull it up just so slightly and emphasize more on the tip of the finger on the 2nd string, I can cut off that note that's in between. And that makes for a lot more note separation and a little cleaner of a lick. So how do I practice this new technique? Well, you can practice with any of your fingers, and you could do it on any of the strings. And in this case, start out just with 2 strings. Okay, so you're going to have to bar across 2 strings, and you can go back and forth. It works great in both directions. Okay, and just work on moving that finger up and down so that you're cutting off the one note as you go to the next note. You hear how I'm cutting it off right at the same time that I'm picking the next note. This works for any finger, so you want to practice this on the middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Okay, and that's just 2 strings. Sometimes we use 3 strings barred down, something like this. Okay, so in this case, I'm barring down at the 5th fret of the D, G, and B string, doing a quick little pull off from the 6th fret of the B string onto the 5th fret, and then coming down the strings. Okay. If I left this finger planted there, it sounds more like a chord arpeggiation, but I want some note separation there, so I have to work on rolling that finger. Okay? It's the exact same technique, but now we're applying it to 3 strings. And of course, you can use all the fingers and going both down and up the strings. All right, so I hope that you found some value in learning this technique. It definitely gets a really great sound, nice and crisp with great note separation, and we'll see you on the next one. What other tips would you like to see here on this channel? Please leave a comment and let me know. And be sure to check out guitartricks.com for more in-depth step-by-step lessons.